In this demo, we're going to enable communication between two clients using a variety of techniques, as you can see listed here. We'll start off on client 2. And on client 2, we're going to activate a command prompt. And from our command prompt, we're going to ping our neighbor, server 2, 10.10.0.11. And this fails. I'm unable to connect to my partner. Okay, now I'm on the server. I'm on server 2. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go to Control Panel, select Windows Firewall, and up the upper right hand corner is an option to give you different ways to look at this. So we selected small icons, which is great from a alphabetic standpoint. We're going to select Advanced Settings. We're going to click Inbound Rules, and there's a list of the ones that exist. We're going to go over to the right hand side and select New Rule, and the new rule wizard pops up. It's going to be a custom rule. We're not doing anything on the program page. On the protocols page, we're going to select ICMP v4, which is what ping uses to communicate. We're going to specify the IP address this rule applies to, and that'll be 10.10.0.11. So we're going to enable TCP, or I'm sorry, we're going to enable ICMP for that address, not the other addresses. We're going to go ahead and allow the connection for all of our profiles. And we're going to provide a name, something that we'll be able to figure out what it is when we look at the rules list. All right, now we've done that on the server. Let's go back to the client and let's rerun the exact same command we ran last time, which was our ping command, only this time it works because we enabled ICMP to that address. All right, now let's go a step further, and we're back at the server. We're going to create a connection security rule. Same setup, new rule. The new rule wizard pops up, and we're going to leave it as an isolation rule. We're going to require authentication for inbound and request authentication for outbound. So we'll authenticate with everybody we can, but we'll connect if we are unable to. We're going to select Advanced. That will enable the Customize button, where we will add, on the Add First Authentication method, we're going to select Pre-Shared Key Not Recommended. You generally wouldn't use this in a production environment, but it's a test environment, and it's the easiest way for us to make that work. All right, let's wrap this up. We're going to give it a name again, some name that'll show up in the list of rules that makes sense to us. Something like require inbound authentication. And that's it for the server. Now, we're going to go back to client 2, and we're going to go right to the same place. We're going to go to Control Panel. We're going to find our Windows Firewall selection. Here I'm going to select a small icon so I can find it easier. Windows Firewall's over there on the left. Here it is. Okay, and we're going to effectively recreate the exact same connection security rule. Advanced settings like we did before, connection security rule, new rule, the wizard's going to pop up, And we're going to walk right through the wizard exactly the same as we did on the server. We're going to select all the same options, use the same selections. Put in the same pre-shared key. Again, this is great for testing, not so much for actual production environments. Okay. For all of my profiles, let's give it a name. Same name, why not? So we've created the identical rule on the server and the client. And since we're already on client 2, we'll just open up that command prompt window, rerun that command, and you will see success.